The wind arrives first. Not as a breeze, but as a force. Invisible, relentless, ancient. It pours down from the polar plateau, accelerating as it descends, stripping the land bare. Snow cannot settle here. Ice cannot survive. On the coldest continent on Earth exists a place without ice. This is Antarctica's dry valleys, a contradiction carved into the edge of the world. The air is so dry, it steals moisture from exposed skin. Lips crack, breath vanishes instantly. The silence is total, broken only by the low, distant roar of Katabatic winds racing at hurricane speeds. They scour the valleys clean, peeling away snow grain by grain until only naked rock remains. These valleys have not seen liquid rain in millions of years. The ground beneath is a mosaic of shattered stone, ancient sediments, and frozen dust. No plants rise here, no insects crawl, almost nothing moves, and yet this land is not dead. The dry valleys stretch between the Transantarctic Mountains and the Ross Ice Shelf, a scar between glaciers that never quite close. Towering walls of rock trap the cold, creating a polar desert more arid than the Atacama and more hostile than the Sahara. Moisture cannot enter. What little ice exists is locked away, ancient, buried, protected from the wind. In places, the soil crunches like broken glass. Each step echoes into emptiness. The land feels unfinished, as if Earth stopped shaping it halfway through. Glaciers hang above the valleys like frozen rivers paused in time. They creep forward not with flow, but with fracture, cracking, groaning, calving without melting. Ice here behaves like stone. Time moves differently. Then impossibly, there is color. A streak of deep crimson bleeds from a glacier's face, spilling onto the ice below. It looks like a wound. Blood falls. The water emerges not frozen, not clear, but red, stained by iron oxidizing the moment it touches air. Beneath the glacier lies an ancient subglacial lake, sealed off for millions of years, where microbes survive without sunlight, oxygen, or warmth. Life, buried beneath death. This ecosystem predates humanity. It thrives in darkness, feeding on minerals, rewriting the rules of biology. It proves something unsettling, that life does not need comfort, or beauty, or light. It only needs persistence. The valleys themselves are older than ice ages. They have remained largely unchanged while glaciers advanced and retreated around them. Mountains rose, seas fell, continents drifted. The dry valleys endured. The cold here is not dramatic. It is absolute. Temperatures plunge low enough to halt decay. A seal's body, carried inland by mistake, lies mummified, preserved for centuries. No bacteria consume it. No scavengers arrive. Time simply stops. Sound behaves strangely. With no vegetation, no snow, and no life to soften it, every noise travels. A distant rockfall booms like thunder. A footstep feels intrusive, almost disrespectful. And yet, the valleys are not empty. Within the soil, microscopic organisms wait. When the rare moment of warmth arrives, when sunlight grazes a dark stone just long enough, life flickers awake. Algae bloom inside translucent rocks. Nematodes thaw, feed, and refreeze, surviving decades locked in ice. These creatures do not live fast, they endure. Above, the sky stretches endlessly, a hard blue dome untouched by clouds. The sun circles without setting in summer, dragging long shadows across the land. In winter, darkness claims everything for months, plunging the valleys into a cold deeper than silence. NASA comes here not for beauty, but for answers. Rovers test their limits on this terrain. Scientists study the soil, the ice, and the microbes. Because this is as close as Earth comes to Mars. The same dryness, the same cold, the same question lingering in the air. If life exists here, could it exist elsewhere? The rocks tell older stories. Sandstones layered with ancient seas, volcanic ash frozen in time, glacial grooves etched into mountains that no longer carry ice. The land remembers climates long gone, when Antarctica was green, when forests grew where ice now dominates. Standing here feels like trespassing on deep time. There is no mercy in this place. A single mistake can be fatal. Frostbite claims skin in minutes. Wind drains heat faster than the body can replace it. Rescue is distant, uncertain, and often impossible. The valleys do not forgive. And yet, they do not threaten either. They simply exist. indifferent, immense, and unbothered by human presence. Occasionally, clouds roll in, low and fast, casting shadows that race across the ground. The mountains sharpen, their edges brutal and precise. Nothing softens them, nothing hides their age. This landscape does not invite you. It challenges you to understand it. Here, water flows backward, not as rivers, but as brine beneath ice. Glaciers lose mass without melting. Life survives without growth. Cold creates preservation instead of decay. Everything behaves opposite to expectation. The dry valleys are a lesson in paradox. They show that Antarctica is not a single place but a world of extremes within extremes. That even at the planet's most hostile edge, complexity thrives quietly. That survival is not always loud or visible. Sometimes it is microscopic, patient, and buried beneath kilometers of ice. As the wind rises again, dust lifts from the valley floor, spiraling into the air like smoke. It settles slowly, untouched by moisture, unchanged by time. The land returns to stillness. No footprints last here. No marks remain. The valleys erase all evidence of arrival. And as the cold deepens, one truth becomes clear. This is not a place meant to be conquered or claimed. It is a reminder that Earth holds worlds within itself, that life bends where it cannot break, and that even in the coldest, driest silence on the planet, existence endures, unseen, unstoppable, and impossibly ancient.